What's up everyone, this is CyberKnight, and today I thought it'd be fun to do an update over my Pendulum Magician Deck Profile for you guys. So yeah, of course, with the new Banlist giving us Wavering Eyes and all kinds of different changes that have happened lately, with link summoning and all that too, that's out now, I thought it'd be fun to do an update over this deck profile. And Pendulum Magicians are actually doing really well lately, like they're one of the top decks right now, and so I thought it'd be fun to go on ahead and do an update as well. So let's go on ahead, talk about the changes, and go through the cards. Alright, so first off, let's go ahead and go through our main Pendulum Magician. So, first one we have is 3 of Double Iris Magician. Then, of course, after that, 3 of Black Fang Magician. Next up, we have 3 of Purple Poison Magician. And then, of course, 1 of White Wing Magician. So yeah, those are your main magicians you're going to be using. They count as the Dimension Dragons, each of them, counts for their own respective one, and they are how you can easily bring out Zark, obviously, too. So, what's good about these cards is basically you want to have 3 of each of them because they all have, their own uses, except for White Wing Magician. Unfortunately, her effects just aren't as good as the others, but you still need to have one of them, obviously, because she counts as a Clear Wing. But yeah, the effects just aren't as good as the others, so that's the reason you're only going to, in most builds too, see one of them being used, and in my build, I'm using 3 of the others, because Double Iris helps with the Pendulum Graph, so you can get the spell and the trap card easily. Then you also have Black Fang, which can weaken one of your opponent's monsters and also revive one of yours, so that definitely comes in handy. Then, of course, Purple Poison, where you're able to power up one of your monsters and also being able to destroy a card on the field is really useful. And yeah, White Wing just isn't as useful as the others, but still great to have. So that's the reason I'm running 3 of each of them, and of course 1 of White Wing. Basically, you want to get them to your side of the field or graveyard as quickly as possible, and then it's just an easy Zark that you can bring out too. And also, too, you may be wondering, well, how am I going to bring out Zark? Well, this is the card that helps bring it all together. We're using 3 of Astrograph Sorcerer. But yeah, this is the card that makes it so you can bring out Zark, because whenever you have your 4 different Pendulum Magicians, whether, they're in your hand or your side of the field or in the graveyard, then you can banish all of them, 1 of each of them, so they count as the 4 Dimension Dragons, and then you instantly have Zark, and that's what makes it so easy. And then, of course, not only that, since now we have Wavering Eyes again, this card combos really well with Wavering Eyes, because you can activate it, then you can get rid of your cards in your Pendulum Zones, which then can help you get your Magicians out there so you can use them, and then also it will activate Astrograph Sorcerer's effect, where if one of your cards is destroyed, you get to special summon this card from your hands, and then you're able to get back one of your Magicians or other, cards and add it back to your hand. You can get it back from your graveyard or extra deck and that kind of stuff too. So having that effect where you're able to recycle a card, also easily get it on your side of the field, and even being able to bring out Zark with it if you played the combo rat, there you go. It brings out so much to the deck. It is like one of your main monsters too, and like I said, with Wavering Eyes now, it just got a lot easier to bring out. Then, of course, after that, I'm using 2 of Oath Dragon Magician. This card will help you get back your Magicians and everything, because what it does is it allows you, whenever it's in the Pendulum Zone, to get back one of your Magicians from the extra deck, and then, of course, when you actually summon or special summon it, you're able to get back one of your Magicians from the graveyard and add it to your hands. So, it's great to just help you recycle your Magicians over and over. Then, of course, we have 3 of Wisdom Eye Magician. This one's good because it allows you to search for your different Magicians. Also being able to fill up the extra deck too, because it destroys itself, goes to the extra deck, then you're able to search for one of your Magicians, and it just makes it a lot easier to do that. So you get whatever Magician you need, and then also you're filling up your extra deck with more monsters that you can easily bring out, then you can use for a C summon or whatever. So it's also really great for that. Then, of course, after that, I'm also using 3 of Performapal Skull Crobat Joker. This is basically Stratos for Pendulum Magicians. That's what it does. You summon it, then you get to search for one of your Magicians like that, and then add it to your hand. So that's what's really great about it, too. It basically acts like Stratos used to for Almost Heroes, just for, Pendulum Magicians this time. So help you search for whatever you need, works great. Then, of course, I am using 3 of Harmonizing Magician. This card's really good because whenever you special summon it, it's just about always an instant Synchro monster, or even an Extreme monster if you want to go with that. But bringing out Supreme King Clearwing is so easy with this card. You just easily just bring it out, you get another monster because of it, Synchro Summon, boom. You just got Supreme King Clearwing on your side of the field, and it's amazing. So it's ridiculous how easy it is to bring out Synchros with this card, and it's the one that will help you bring out some of the strongest monsters that you have in just one turn with just one Pendulum Summon. After that, we have 1 of Performapal Pendulum Sorcerer. This card's great because it's a good searcher. You can destroy some of your cards, and you can search for things like Skull Crobat Joker. And what's nice too about this card is you can kind of reset your pendulum scales and stuff too, get some things to the graveyard, help you go for Zark a little bit quicker even on that, and it just helps with consistency really. Then of course after that, I am using 1 of Max C. Helps you draw cards, still great even at 1, like I've said several times. Alright, of course, now moving on to our spell cards, I'm using 3 of Duelist Alliance, then of course 2 of Pendulum Call. So yeah, both these cards basically do the same thing, just slightly different, but you're going to be using them to search for your pendulums, your magicians. So with that, of course, help you get whatever magician you need, whether it be for Zark or just completing a scale and stuff like that, and it just helps you set up your plays. So basically, they're just both good searchers for you. After that, also using 2 of Star Pendulum Graph. This card's cool because it can protect you from spell cards, and also whenever one of your pendulum magicians leaves the field, whether it be, in the pendulum zone or just like in a monster zone, then you're able to add another magician from your deck and add to your hands. So again, basically another searcher with some added protection for your different magicians. Also, of course, 3 of Wavering Eyes. Now, this is a card that we just gained because of the new ban list, and man, does it help out the deck a lot. It destroys, your 2 that you have in your pendulum zones. In most cases, let's say you're the only one using pendulums, so we'll just use that example. You have your pendulum zone set up, maybe you've already pendulum summoned, or whatever you need to do on that. Then you activate Wavering Eyes, you're destroying both of them, then you're able to add a pendulum monster from your main deck to your hands. And like I said, even then, you can, of course, activate Astrograph Sorcerer's effect. It will be triggered by Wavering Eyes, and there you go, you're getting like a free Astrograph Sorcerer from that, and then its ability will activate. But yeah, basically, it just helps reset everything and get the cards where you need them to be. So, works out really well again, too. And next up, I'm using 2 of Cosmic Cyclone, just to get rid of some spells and traps that could be a problem. So I like having a little bit of spell and trap card destruction. I feel like Cosmic Cyclone's a little bit better right now than like Twin Twisters, because I don't really want to discard my cards for Twin Twisters. So, it seems like Cosmic Cyclone is like the best option at the moment. Then, of course, after that, the only 2 trap cards I'm going to be using are 2 of Time Pendulum Graph. This card really comes in handy, protects you from traps. Also, a great destruction card, too. You can destroy one of your magicians in your pendulum zone, destroy a card your opponent controls, and if it doesn't happen to destroy both of them, which you can protect your magicians, too, if you want, then you can actually destroy an extra card. So, it has great card destruction, and also a good protection card for your own monsters. So yeah, it works out great, and it definitely comes in handy to have 2 of them. Now, of course, we're going on with the extra deck, so first off, you gotta have Supreme King Zark. I mean, obviously, with this deck, you can bring out Zark really easily, so you gotta have one of those. I'm also using 1 of Supreme King Dragon Starving Venom, another one that's really easy to bring out, and will definitely come in handy for you. Not only that, I'm using 1 of Supreme King Dragon Clearwing. Like I said, with Harmonizing Magician, this card's like an instant card you can bring out. And it's even that way with cards like Psyframe Lord Omega. I mean, again, level 8 Synchro you can bring out. Omega is one of the best ones for that. Then, of course, after that, I'm using 1 of Belize, Diabolic Dragons. With Harmonizing, again, instant Synchro monster and one of the strongest ones this format. It's one of the reasons why it's so pricey now, too. And then I'm using 1 of Enlightenment Paladin. Using Magicians, this card works really well with that. It's a good Synchro, easy to bring out, and again, it just works really well with the deck, obviously. I mean, when you read its effect, you know that. Then we have, of course, Supreme King Dragon Dark Rebellion. That's an easy to bring out a sea monster for you, and one of the better ones too, so you definitely want to have that as part of the deck because, yeah, it can wipe out monsters easily. 2 of Time Star Magician because, yeah, for the searching ability, it definitely comes in handy. Another one that's really easy to bring out too, so just that searching ability, though, helps out a ton. Also, Castell because, yeah, I mean, we can go for rank 4s. Castell's pretty much the best rank 4 out there. Then, Performapal Trapeze Magician. We have a lot of spellcasters. Rank 4s again. There you go. Trapeze Magician is always a good one to have for that. Then I am using 1 of number 39 Utopia. And, of course, going along with that, gotta have number S39 Utopia the Lightning. So, again, we have rank 4s. Might as well go for Utopia the Lightning, do that 5,000 attack, and run over just about everything. Obviously, that's going to be easy to bring out and definitely come in handy for you too. It just wins games. And then even for a couple of Link monsters, I'm using 1 of Proxy Dragon, and of course 1 of Decode Talker, because, yeah, they're both just good generic Link monsters to have. And of course, if I need to make some extra zones for my extra deck monsters, sure, why not? I mean, Decode Talker and Proxy Dragon are 2 of the best Link monsters out there, and also generic, so it comes in handy to have the option to bring them out if I need them. So yeah, there you go. That is the Pendulum Magician Deck Profile. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Of course, I'm working on a bunch of other deck profiles too. Still have one in the works for just a lot of different things because I've been listening to all the requests. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile as well because I really recommend using Pendulum Magicians. They're one of the top decks right now and they are a ton of fun to use. I mean, you can basically buy a box of Pendulum Domination and get everything you need. So let me know what you guys think, of course, about this deck as well as hitting that like button if you want to see more deck profiles in the future. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe for more deck profiles, discussions, news videos, openings, just all kinds of stuff related to Yu-Gi-Oh! And I will catch you guys later. See ya.